So the foundation, right, as we seek to climb the ladder of character development, faith is the foundation. And if you apply your faith to the promises of God, brothers and sisters, there's nothing in earth or heaven that can make you miss the mark. Nothing. You have to choose to be lost. But if you choose to be saved, God will move earth and heaven to save you and save me. Now, let me share something with you. We've got an enemy. And the enemy knows our weaknesses. And he knows our faults and our failings. And brothers and sisters, he knows what we want. And he begins, even before our birth, trying to create a void in our lives. I know what I'm talking about. I'm sitting here now. I'm a human being. And I want you to know the enemy works before our birth, trying to create a void in our lives, a dearth, a drought, something where we desperately need something. We feel like we desperately need something we can't have. We can't get it. We can't rationalize. We can't get it in no kind of way. And the enemy knows. And so he tries to work on that thing, increasing our desire for that thing that God has said no to. So that we, brothers and sisters, will be willing to trade heaven for that thing. Listen, brothers and sisters, when it comes down to it, we're going to have to make up in our minds that nothing that this world has for us would be worth trading our salvation. Not one thing. Not one thing. Not one thing. And once we make up in our mind and place all our faith in God's promises and the surety of God's word, we're on our way up the ladder of sanctification. We're on our way. We're on our way. I told you, brothers and sisters, I'll never tire of telling you about Shirley Marzette. Me and Shirley, shamefully, I admit to you, me and Shirley shot dope together. It was Shirley who put the first needle in my arm to shoot up drugs in me intravenously. It was Shirley and Anna Jean who watched over me to try and protect me, to keep me from dying that day, even though they were the ones, or Shirley was the one shooting me up. I knew they cared for me because they wouldn't let me do it alone. They made sure that I did it under their supervision. And I told you the last time I had seen Shirley had been years, and she was toothless and just looked bad. But brothers and sisters, I just saw her a couple of years ago at a cousin's funeral, but I saw her before that at my uncle's funeral. We were in the cemetery, I told you, and I'll keep telling you again. I've told it all. I told it to them, and I'll tell you again and again. I was standing in that cemetery, standing with my wife, and this lady